Marina Beach, India's longest beach on Bay of Bengal, was the second longest beach, ensures sandy nature of Queen Mary's College. Panoramic view of Marina, sea breeze cools the campus, added by tall trees that provides shade against hot sun. The plants of Queen Mary's was observed and documented by many of the senior professors of Botany Department. Dr. Selvi Rao, Dr. Sampurnam made periodic campus visits and studied the plants. In 2010, Urban Forestry Division of Tamil Nadu Forest Department started Hash Trees 2011 project to document the trees of Chennai city. The student volunteers of Botany Department participated in the tree census program and as first phase they counted and measured the height and girth of trees in QMC campus. Name plates were installed for the trees. The breakthrough was the effort of Dr. A. Thilagavathy when she published the Flora of Queen Mary's College in 2014 to commemorate the centenary celebration of the college. She has compiled the trees, shrubs, herbs, climbers, and some fungi. She has taken so much of effort, time, and money to publish the book. 258 species were documented by her in 2014. The campus has a rich plant diversity. Banyan Tree. Many old students have sweet memories. Very many group photos were taken under this tree. The students chatted hours together under this tree. The Gayakam is one of the rare trees, endangered tree with very high medicinal properties. Bodhi tree, the people releases high amount of oxygen and protects the environment. Premna attracts large population of trees and butterflies in flowering season May-June. Neem, the medicine box, a cure for many diseases, purifies the environment, drives away viruses. Jamun, the antibiotic, nutritious, carries many memories for students. Horsia tree, Puvarusu, which provides the shade for students. The rain tree provides sufficient shade for games and chats. Mimosaps, the Magium fruit flower, is a fragrant flower. The fruits attracts the birds. The country badam and the nuts attract the birds and bats. Morinda, the Indian mulberry, is medicinal for scabies and hip pain. Usually, the morinda is a small tree, whereas in Queen Mary's campus there is a large tree. The red date, which is a very nutritious and is rich in vitamin C, the students like the fruits very much. Kigelia, a spreading canopy with a large shade and it's useful in skin treatment. Cardia, orange showy flowers is used for instant flower arrangement, grows well in seashore. Manila tamarind, it feeds for birds. The tamarind, again, it gives fruits for the students. Dracena, Caliandra, showy flowers. The fallen trees' leaves are decomposed within a week by the rich microflora and converted to humus that enriches the soil, a fertile soil that supports plant growth. Many institutions boast a well-maintained garden without any leaf litter, well-swept landscape, beautiful for the eyes, but they lack diversity. Hardly such landscaped gardens have more than 70 to 80 species, but the KMC campus boasts 280 species. In the single photo, more than 10 plant species are seen. IUCN says 1,500 species is a hotspot. We cannot say QMC is a hotspot, but surely the campus can be said as rich in flora. Some trees, especially Dilonyx, Enterolobium, Peltaprum, boast a rich canopy and birds are sit in the shade. In the photo, only one crow is seen, whereas there are very many number of crows hidden behind the leaves. Not only crows, but mynas, parrots, occasionally migratory birds, squirrels are also seen. The birds have enough fruit trees, and the wild grapes and a home in Queen Mary's. And the people to appreciate it, like Preeti Madam of English Department HOD. Wild grapes. Turnera is one of the hallmarks of Queen Mary's College. In the June, when the college reopens, you can see the blossom of these flowers. They have an environmental aspect. They have a nectar for insects. Small insects feed on these flowers. It acts as a host for a Sicanus bug. The bug controls the aphids and the smaller insects. It acts as a biocontrol agent. Stratification of trees. The heights of the trees. The smaller trees, the medium-sized trees, the tall trees, the tallest trees. You can see the trees in four different heights. The same tree location, the adjacent spot where you can see the height of the trees, the small trees, medium-sized trees, tall trees, and the taller trees. Not only the height, also the undergrowth. They have a dense undergrowth, which denotes the richness of the soil and the richness of the environment, which boasts a very good flora. The undergrowth is very flush during the rains, and it provides the smaller grains for the insects and the birds, and also for the butterflies. The butterflies in various colors, shapes, and sizes. And it has been well documented by Dr. Bhavani, Assistant Professor of Zoology. The interrelationship between flora and fauna is inseparable. Periodic campus walks are conducted to study the plants and the organisms that depend on it. Gliricidia, the tree, marks the start of the summer with its pale pink flowers that triggers the imagination of poets. Grasses and cypress feeds the ants and smaller organisms. A peculiar aspect of Queen Mary's College vegetation is one particular plant dominates 1 or 2 years. For example, in 1988, it was the anticonant. Wherever you turn, you can see the anticonant flowers. Again, in 1992, it was the Lantana camara. You were able to see the whole campus filled with these flowers. In 2004, it was the Sida plant. In 2015, it was the Acalifa and the Micrococa mercurialis. Again, a peculiar feature in 2018, the Ipomea plant had blue color blooms, whereas in 2022, now we can see only the white colored blooms. Within 4 years, there we can see a difference. And in the same way, Euphorbia heterophylla. This is a without the red color. This is seen for the past 5 years, whereas the red colored Euphorbia heterophylla was seen 6 years back. Or for the past 5 years, we are not able to see it. But now we are able to see this plant in large numbers near the herbal garden. The cultivated plants, Plumeria alba, the Tabernamontana, the garden palm, the Tecoma stance, the date palm, I don't know who planted it, and the Tecoma stance, and the Alamanda, the Crinum, and the Barlaria. These are some of the ornamental plants that has been added now. And the trees fell down during the storms and the heavy rains. But the student volunteers and the NSS volunteers plant the trees regularly, at least 2 times a year. Staff also takes interest in tree planting, especially Dr. Bhavani, Assistant Professor of Zoology, takes good care of the plants and plants the trees that support the butterflies. And it's a very big thank you from the family of Queen Mary's College.